Hello, my fellow awakening souls. I hope you all have been well despite the state of the world. Today, we're going to be talking about this. There's been a recent study which has shown that 100% of the braid hair that we use is coated in toxic chemicals that are carcinogenic, aka cancer causing. And so not only that, but they're coated in a specific chemical called alkaline lime, which can also cause itching, skin irritation, or scalp irritation and breakage. So if you're someone who's gotten braids, maybe your hair broke off, maybe it was itchy or your scalp got irritated, that's because of the chemicals on the hair and failure to properly clean the hair before installation. Now, as a holistic health practitioner, the easiest thing for me to tell you would be to stop getting braids and stop using beauty products. But I know most of you won't do that. So my goal here is to teach you how to make better decisions, better choices, and maybe still enjoy the things you love without receiving the effects or the negative effects of it. And I myself enjoy getting braids, so I'm not here to judge you. Now, you may also be asking yourself, well, why is it covered in those things? Does it have to be? Because I found myself asking the same questions, but honestly, the braid hair doesn't have to be coated in toxic chemicals. As to why they do it, who knows? The same thing goes for our food. The food doesn't have to be toxic or need additives, but they do it anyway. As to why they do that, who knows? But let's go ahead, let's jump in. Let me show you how to clean this hair.
First, I like to fill up a large bowl or sink with warm water and then add about 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. I like to use Lucy's because it doesn't have an overwhelming vinegar smell. And then from there, I toss in a few drops of essential oil. Usually I like lavender, but today I'm using peppermint to avoid the strong vinegar smell. And trust me, no one wants to walk around smelling like salad dressing. Then you're gonna make sure to gently lay the braid hair in the water. If the braid hair doesn't come braided already with the rubber bands around it, make sure you do that first. Twist the hair up and put a band around it or braid it yourself so that it doesn't tangle in the water. And you're gonna let it soak for about 30 minutes. And you'll start to see that cloudy stuff coming off. That's the chemical coating lifting away. Then I like to squeeze the water out of the hair. I'm not being rough. I'm going to gently go up and down the braid and squeeze the water out until it's pretty much damp. I'm going to rinse the hair out with a sulfate-free shampoo. I like to use this brand of Shea because it's non-toxic from what I've last seen when I looked into the ingredients and the brand. But if you know something different, always let me know. But this is just to remove any leftover residue and any lingering vinegar smell that might be there. You want to keep the hair smooth, no rough rubbing, and then rinse it again until the water runs clean. You want to make sure you use cool water. From there, once you rinse all of the shampoo out, you're going to let it air dry. Now, before even doing this, the first thing I would ask my braider if they'd be willing to wash the hair for me. Some braiders may be cool with it, some might not be familiar with the process, and that's okay, and some just may not want to do it. But that doesn't mean we should panic. That's totally normal. So instead, you should just let your braider know ahead of time that you'll bring the hair already washed, and they should be cool with it because it saves them prepping time. Plus, it's your hair, your scalp, so you should always feel comfortable speaking up, especially to your hairdresser, your braider, about what's going on with your head. Okay, if they make you feel uncomfortable, maybe we shouldn't be going there. And that's it. Simple, quick. Now your scalp will thank you. No itch, no irritation. All of that should be gone. There are brands out there that are non-toxic, right? And I'll name some in the description below, because braiding hair does not have to be coated with this toxic chemical, just like our food doesn't have to be coated or made with additives and toxic chemicals. A lot of the beauty products, a lot of the stuff that we use as women for our hair, for our face, are endocrine disruptors. They disrupt our hormone system. They cause different types of cancers, and we want to avoid that as much as possible, right? And that's it. It's simple, quick, and easy to do. Now, I also want to let you guys know some of the things that I like to do to minimize my exposure is to only get my hair done once or twice a year and wear my real hair throughout the year. Some of you may be able to do this, some of you may not be able to, but that's what I do. I also don't use any toxic chemicals, and yes, that includes edge control. I don't use any edge control throughout the entirety of me wearing braids, and I'm able to pretty much get by, as you can see on my Instagram page. I use this little curling cream a little bit on my edges, but I am actively looking for a non-toxic gel or edge control. So if you guys know any, put them in the comment section below so I can look into it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've tried this before or if you're planning to try it. The full step-by-step tutorial is in the description along with brand recommendations. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.
A CRM shouldn't weigh your budget down. It should